Hey y'all, it's me, KYP561. I'm coming in today to talk to you all about this past Sunday's episode of, what was it? Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all, I'm gonna say Love and Hip Hop. But yeah, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think we were in season 8, and this was either episode 12 or 13. I think it was 13. But anyway, we start off the show with Portia. She have a stylist coming to her house, child, to bring her some clothes to wear to Jamaica. Now, listen, I'm all for having new clothes for when I go out of town. That's just some shit that I like to do myself. Why every time I get on here, my damn earring is either always backwards or doing something crazy. But anyway, she got this stylist coming over there to bring her some clothes or whatever for her Jamaica trip. She says she's never been to Jamaica before, blah 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 blah. Although some of those outfits that they picked out, they were cute, but I don't think that woman bought nothing over there that Portia couldn't have went and found her damn self. Especially all these damn boutiques and people trying to bootleg and sell their shit on Instagram and Facebook and all this type of stuff. Or just in the store within itself. Like, I didn't see anything that this woman bought to her that she couldn't have went nowhere and picked up her damn self. But anyway, child, I guess they had to give us that. They really could have trashed that scene because it didn't have no relevance to the show. But anyway, whatever. So, and then she made this comment about the Queen of Thoughtland is coming out of retirement or some old bullshit. Portia, do you not know that thought means that hoe over there? I have to ask you that because you own that title. You're so proud of that title. It makes me wonder, like, do this bitch not know what thought means? I mean, you proud to be called that hoe over there? You know what I'm saying? But whatever, child. Whatever. Put a smile on your face, I guess, honey. But anyway, so then we go over to Peter and Cynthia's house. They getting everything ready to go over to Jamaica or whatever, because Cynthia getting ready to shoot her commercial for her eyeglass or shades or whatever it is, eyewear. Okay. So Peter is saying that he's excited that people are coming to his homeland so they can, get a feel of where he's from, and he wants them to experience the real Jamaica, not just necessarily the tourist part of Jamaica. The part of these different countries that they take us to when we're tourists. They take us to the safe parts, and everything's all beautiful and this and that and the other. He basically wants to give them a piece of the real Jamaica, like eating real Jamaican food and all of that type of stuff. So he knows his way around the island, so I'm sure he's gonna show them, or plans on showing them a pretty good time. So that's pretty much that. What they're doing at this point is just going from person to person, just basically showing them getting ready for this trip, child. So now we can go over here. Everybody's meeting up at the airport or doing whatever it is that they're doing. Child, you got Kim bringing these goddamn kids. Kim, what you brought them kids for? Like, why? What you brought them kids for? Because now, by you bringing your children, you are, and especially by you not telling nobody that you're bringing your damn children, and especially telling the motherfucker that put the trip together or supposedly put the trip together, it would have been a courtesy for you to at least let Cynthia know, hey, I'm bringing the kids and the nanny and this and that and the other. And the reason why I would have probably had a problem with that is because I don't want to have to filter myself around your kids when my damn kids ain't even there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing wrong with wanting to take your kids on vacation, this and that and the other, but even though it's a business trip, it was also turned into kind of like a couples thing as well. You bringing those kids there, now everybody has to monitor themselves, and I don't think that that's fair. So anyway, she show up, everybody looking like, bitch, she don't these motherfucking kids. So she got the kids and she got the nanny. Bitch, if you could have bought that nanny there, you could have left that damn nanny in Atlanta with them damn kids. But child, whatever, do what you do, honey, because can't nobody tell you nothing about your parenting, and which I ain't trying to tell you nothing about your parenting. I'm just trying to tell you how that wasn't fair to the other people that was on that trip or whatever. But the shocker of it all for me was motherfucking Bob, old cockeyed ass, getting on the damn bus with Sheree. So I said, what the fuck going on around here? See, let me tell you how I know Sheree ain't about haven't got no damn sense. And see, this goes back to when old girl's nephew, I think his name was Glenn, when they was in down here in Miami. when he was going on and, you know, being disrespectful and this and that and the other, by her not feeling some type of way with his behavior, let me know what she will accept in a relationship. Okay, Bob told this woman to her face, bitch, I'm not paying you no motherfucking child support, and did not pay it. Okay, she took this motherfucker to court, got her ass whooped when she had an attorney, and he went in there and represented himself, told them motherfuckers how he was not paying her no damn child support, and the judge basically ruled in his favor. Well, actually, that wasn't a child support case with that was something else, but still, okay, how could you ever want to go on a goddamn trip with this man any motherfucking well when you have children from this man where he basically told you he wasn't giving you shit as far as no damn child support? You done went all down to the Iyanla Vanzant, fix my life. You get pissed off of her because she trying to call you out on your shit. You trying to basically say how Bob done ruined your life and this and that and the other, and now you all up here in Jamaica skinning and grinning with this man now that your children are grown. I don't know how old that the daughter is, but I know that Cairo or whatever his name is, he say he 19, so he's past 18 now, and I think that daughter, she might be coming up on 18 pretty soon if she's not Callie. I think that's her name, whatever her name is. It's like now that he don't have no financial obligation to these kids, now all of a sudden y'all trying to make nice when bitch he didn't have two good words to say to your ass all before. Bitch, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And then you talking about, oh yeah, we trying to rekindle a friendship. No, fuck that. Ain't no friendship, bitch. I ain't got shit to say to you, and you shouldn't have shit to say to me unless you write me a check for back child support for the past 18 motherfucking years. That's about all we got to talk about. Ain't no rekindling a motherfucking thing. But whatever. So anyway, he getting on the bus and he slapping her on the ass, and she going on, she's skinning and grinning, ha hee hee and bullshit. Okay, cause once again, and bitch, let her know you damn sure wouldn't be going out no motherfucking country with me, bitch. Because for one, y'all going out of the country together. You're sleeping in the same hotel room, but you sit here trying to tell me that y'all trying to rekindle a friendship. Bitch, please. So anyway, Kenya, she bought her, I guess he's a contractor. I don't know if he's her contractor. I'm assuming that he's the contractor, because I know he's doing some work on her house or whatever. So she bought him with her, and I see a genuine chemistry between them two. It's totally different than it was with her and Walter. Because I had always said Walter ain't like, he don't even know this motherfucker. Like, you know, and of course it came out that she paid him blah blah blah. Okay. But this guy Matt, either Kenya done brushed up on her acting skills, and he is now that I'm thinking about this acting, Matt looks familiar to me. I don't know if he puts me in the mind of somebody that I done seen on a damn Tyler Perry play or one of them Tyler Perry shows. Now bitch, let me find out that your ass is one of these motherfucking characters from this damn Tyler Perry shit. Now Kenya won't have to side eye your ass again. But for now, okay, I'm gonna say that this is genuine between you two, because I do actually see some chemistry between y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he interacts with you. You know what I'm saying? It's not just all one-sided, or it's not forced, should I say. All right. So Kenya, if that is your new boo, all right, go ahead. Congratulations to you. Do you? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So it was them two. Once again, you got Kim, her husband, and them kids, and the nanny child. And then aside from Sheree and old cockeyed, you got Portia and Phaedra, and then of course Cynthia or whatever. So they on the bus. You know, they going to their resort or wherever it is that they're gonna be staying at. So of course they're engaging in adult conversation. All right. So what do most adults, mainly couples, talk about when they're amongst each other? They talk about adult shit, okay? You know, it's gonna be some cussing, it's gonna be some sex references, it's gonna be, you know, that type of shit, because that's what the fuck we do when we get together. You know what I'm saying? And we're not sitting around swapping recipes and, you know, the men talking about how they're gonna go out and build some shit or whatever. No, bitch, that's not what we're talking about on vacation. You know what I'm saying? We're here to have a good time. That's what we gonna do. So Phaedra and Portia, child, they just talking like these little kids ain't even on the bus. And part of me does not blame them. Because, see, to me, this is almost like when I go out with friends And the friends that I go out with, they got their husbands or their boyfriends that don't really want them to go out, so they there stalking them the whole time. But it seemed like the whole time that they stalking them, they look at me in my face to see what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And not that I'm necessarily doing anything, because you know, I myself, I'm married, but I do know how to go out and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? But still, bitch, I don't want to feel like your nigga is watching me because he's trying to put, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to say, oh, well, your homegirl was drinking or your homegirl was on the dance floor. Yes, I was, bitch. You saw me a couple of times with a couple of drinks in my hand, you know, and you may have seen me around the outskirts of the dance floor because I've never been the one to be in the middle of it. But I will give you a mean ass two-step from the sideline, okay? So anyway, you know, I just don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like while you trying to keep tabs on them, you trying to keep tabs on me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of associate what was going on this bus with these kids, because now I have to, or I should, it would be the correct thing to do to keep it PG because we have, you know, small children on the bus. But bitch, that's not my bad. That's your bad. Because I don't have no children on this bus. You know what I'm saying? Even if Portia had children, hell, Phaedra got children. Phaedra leave the motherfucking children home so fast because that bitch be all over the everywhere. And you know, like, yeah, she take her kids with her every now and again when it's appropriate. But I don't think that this was appropriate, Kim. You shouldn't have bought the fucking kids. But whatever, child, do you. Phaedra, was it Phaedra that bought this shit up? Somebody bought the shit up and asked Cynthia about the commercial or whatever, basically asking her, I guess, who she decided to work with. I don't know how the question came about, but Cynthia made the decision that she's going to work with Kim on the commercial, mainly because when they had that presentation meeting, Kim was the only one that showed up. Kenya, she didn't bother to show up, and if Cynthia had not called her, okay, I don't think the bitch would have even said, you know, oh, I got some things going on in my house, which I think I call bullshit on that, but whatever, child, you know, whatever. Anyway, it was just disrespectful that you didn't call her. Why did she have to call you? You know what I'm saying? That leads me to believe that you didn't have no intentions on calling, but you just weren't gonna show up. And I think that you were banking on, because of the fact that you and Cynthia were best friends, that you know, she was gonna cut you some slack, or you know, just let it ride, or whatever the case may be. And at this point, Cynthia is about her business because she's trying to get this eyewear shit off the ground. So she needs to put on her professional hat and get shit done. Now, speaking of the professional hat, Cynthia, you must have couldn't find your hat at this time because you took this opportunity to make the announcement in front of everybody, which you know everybody on that bus is messy as fuck. You took this opportunity to make it known that you were going to be working with solely Kim on this project. But I think you did at some point say you wanted Kenya to be in the commercial or whatever the case may be. However, Kenya wasn't feeling it. And I don't know if Kenya wasn't feeling it because of the way you said it in front of everybody, or because that's the decision that you made. It might have been a little bit of both. But anyway, I really think that you all could have had a conversation before you got on that bus to let that shit be known. You know, or you could have just basically said, you know, I haven't decided yet, Kenya. But you could have found a way to play that shit, you know, whatever. So let me see. Okay, so then they get to the resort or whatever. It's really, really nice. Apparently it's brand new, so at this point they trying to get some free promotion, so they gave everybody a suite, you know, so they can big up their shit and, you know, tell everybody how wonderful it is. But I can't remember the name of the place, and the only time I think they actually showed the name of the place is when they was pulling up to it, or when they was walking into it and they had the name of the place on the big ass rug coming in. I don't think nobody actually said the name of this hotel or whatever. I want to say it was in Otros Rios though, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw that somewhere, but whatever, child, I don't know. So anyway, they get there. They all have their own suites, because you know every time they go somewhere, everybody's always, you know, why she get the big room, or why you put me in this little ass corner, or why this and why that, instead of just shutting the fuck up, especially when you ain't paying for it, when you're going on a free trip, bitch. Be quiet and just be glad your ass ain't had to come out your pocket with much. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they all got suites or whatever. Everybody going around checking out each other's room. Then you got Kim in there with them kids. She acting like she never had no damn I think she said that one was the Victorian tub, whatever the fuck type of tub it was, child. She acting like she never had one of them for damn near like she was finna be in tears. I don't know what was going on with that. Y'all motherfuckers. Okay. So let me see here. Oh, so then we can skip on from that or whatever. I know I'm skipping over some shit. I'm definitely skipping over the shit with Todd and Candy, because they really didn't even need to be in this episode. You know what I'm saying? So oh y'all, I know my nails gonna be up in this camera, and yes, I do need a feel. So whatever, bitch, I know that. Okay. So anyway, child. Okay, so now we can skip on to the meetup that Cynthia said she wanted to meet up with Kenya and Kim. Off the bat, first Kenya's late yet again. Okay, so Kenya, what the girl, all this goddamn case. Kim and Cynthia, you know, they out there, they talking amongst each other, whatever the case may be, and then Kenya comes strolling out. Off the bat, this bitch got an attitude. Okay, I'm talking about a nasty, hot, funky ass attitude. You know, so. She's basically coming there to tell Cynthia how she doesn't appreciate how she was basically cut out of the commercial. Now, you did two things, Kenya. First, you tried to show Cynthia points where, you know, you always need to, I guess, have some options basically before you make a final decision, and this and that, la 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 la. But then you turn around and say, well, the final decision is yours. Well, apparently Cynthia knows that the final decision is hers, and she made the final decision. So now you pissed off and you start throwing jabs at Kim, asking her about how many commercials did she has she directed, and you know, this and that, and blah blah blah. And to be honest with you, Kim really don't owe you an explanation for shit. Okay, she ain't got to tell you a motherfucking thing. She ain't got to tell you if it's none. She ain't got to tell you if it's a motherfucking 100. Okay, now Kenya, I've seen some of your work, and I know that there is a difference between being a producer and being a director. However, I've seen a couple of shits that you was in charge of as far as production or director wise, and all that shit seemed B-rate bootleg to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, true enough, you don't put some shit out. You know what I'm saying? You done made a couple coins off some of the shit that you did put out, but bitch, you ain't did shit that was Oscar worthy. Okay, so that's from your acting to your behind the scenes. Okay, so don't be sitting up here acting like you the motherfucking Don Dada of goddamn TV commercial directing. Okay, so anyway, they go back and forth. Kim basically told you, bitch, I ain't gotta tell you a motherfucking thing. I ain't gotta tell you how many fucking commercials I've directed. Bitch, just know that I have. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, just know that, you know, I do have a resume. Okay, so you know they going on and on with that, and Kenya, she, you know, trying to throw in it's calling her Tootie, and did Miss Garrett teach you to talk like that? Okay, well teach her to talk like what? Because Kim really was not giving your ass the fever that she should have been giving you for what you was throwing at her. You know what I'm saying? But Kim decides that she's gonna leave because she really ain't got time to be, you know, going back and forth with this bullshit, you know, because you in your feelings, and, you know, bitch, be in your feelings, but I ain't got to be in your feelings with you. You know what I'm saying? So this motherfucking Kenya gonna get up and gonna pull out this woman's chair. Kenya, I would have beat your ass. Okay? I tell you, bitch, I'd have started dropping bees on your ass so motherfucking fast, bitch, you wouldn't have known what the fuck was going on. Why do you think it's okay for you to keep doing this type of shit? You know what I'm saying? And now I know you is some team twirls out there. I'm not team anybody, okay? I'm team right is right and wrong is fucking wrong. That's what team that I'm on. I never really been here for Kenya, although Kenya has had some moments where I have agreed with her, even in this episode, but not in this scene, okay? Somebody gonna fuck you up, Kenya. I'm trying to tell you, you just ain't read up on the right bitch yet. You know what I'm saying? You know, you almost got your issue with Portia. You know, although all Portia did was pull your hair, but bitch, she gave your ass just enough, and then you want to press charges and you want her fired and all this type of shit. You should have stayed at that motherfucking woman's space. The same thing with this right here, okay? Because let's just say you would have pulled that chair back and somehow Kim would have failed or whatever. Bitch, it didn't even have to go that far. You ain't had no motherfucking business being in that woman's vicinity like that. I'm telling you, Kenya, I would have fucked you up that night. Oh yeah, bitch, you would have went back to your room dusty and hair frizz up, bitch, black eye, swole lip, all that shit, bitch. Cause I would've, bitch, we would've tore that shit down out there on that little patio, honey. You can't keep doing shit like that. And Auntie, y'all need to tell this motherfucker, listen, Kenya, don't be getting up in these people's space. You can fight with your words or whatever it is. And with me, that shit, they only go so far too. But whatever, you know, you any goddamn thing, but bitch, don't be in arm's length of these people, okay? Because the next time somebody slap your motherfucking ass down, bitch, I don't know, I ain't gonna have much to say to you. Like, you can't keep defending a bitch when they purposely do shit like that. Because if the shit would have went the other way around, you would have been trying to holler about how she assaulted you and you're gonna press charges because she touched you, and anytime you touch someone, that's an assault. You know what I'm saying, bitch? Yeah, I know what type of bitch you is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, King, you need to stop that shit hole now. You know, hey, listen, a lot of people be talking about you saying how, you know, they don't think that you're attractive. I think that you're beautiful. You know, and you know, for whatever reason, you looked really, really pretty to me on last night's episode. But bitch, your attitude and your actions was bitch, put it back, okay? So anyway, child, that was that. But yeah, King, I'd have beat your ass. You'd have pulled my motherfucking chair, bitch. You wouldn't have had to actually touch me, but bitch, touching my chair, you might as well have said you was touching me, because bitch, now I feel threatened. I don't know what the fuck you finna do. You done walked up behind me, so bitch, you could have been finna yoke me, any motherfucking thing, ho. Put me in the full Nelson chokehold, any goddamn thing, ho. Bitch, you made me nervous, and that's how I reacted. All right, so on from that, I guess now everybody finna get ready for dinner. So you got Portia going into Phaedra's room or whatever. I don't know. I guess they was going down together because they the two single ladies on the trip or whatever. So, you know, I guess they hanging out with each other, which that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? You got Phaedra in here trying to tease out this old thin ass hair. Phaedra, I ain't never really been here for you and none of your hair styles or whatever. I don't know, but this here, the look that you was trying to give, I know where you was going with it, but bitch, that hair that you had was not doing it. Okay, first of all, it was thin. It looked like they took the tracks and split the tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like you ran out of hair somewhere along the line and they tried to split the tracks, and then you tried to blend your own hair in the front and wand curl it or whatever, child, whatever. Portia came in there, tried to help you out. Now, normally that will work because I've done that myself, you know, where you pull your head over and push shit out and then bring it back. You got big volume, that type of shit. I've done it myself, so I know what Portia was trying to do. However, bitch, that hair that you had, it wasn't doing it. So anyway, that's that. Then you got, so now by this, that was a little filler scene too. You know, they talked about, you know, so what you think about Kim bringing them kids, and basically the same conversation that I'm sure everybody was having amongst themselves. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, then you go back. Kim then made it back to the hotel room with her husband, and she's basically telling him what happened. But now Kim, you know, now you on 10. Well, bitch, when you should have been on 10 is when that motherfucker pulled your goddamn chair back there down to the patio. Okay, don't wait till you get up here with your husband and want to act like a bitch just had to calm you down because you was down there finna whoop somebody's ass. Now I saw it in your eyes for a brief moment that you were almost there but not quite, and because you weren't there to the point to where you couldn't pull yourself down, because you brought yourself back down, and that's when you was like, bitch, I'm finna get the fuck up out of here. So anyway, you telling your husband, and you know, and they don't deserve to sit at the table with me, and you know, just really bigging yourself up. And which, you know, like I said before, you got a resume, bitch. We done been following you since the 70s, really, because bitch, you was on Good Times. So when I watch Good Times every weekend, okay, on TV1, I don't miss it. Okay, I've seen every episode a gazillion times and still will sit there and watch it like I've never seen it before. So you have made some appearances even then, and then I don't know what you done in the meantime, between time, but then you got Facts of Life, you got, you know, other little shit that you made appearances on. Then you got your, you know, your regime and all that type of stuff. So bitch, a motherfucker knows who you are, you know. So if you want to toot your own horn, that's fine, but bitch, you should have been tooting it down there to that motherfucker when she was basically asking you for your damn receipts, which it ain't hard to get the receipts because every motherfucking body got access to Google. So anyway, you in here, you doing all this, and you know, and then your husband, you know, he was just like, you need to calm down. That goddamn Chris, let me tell you something. It's something, and I'm not gonna say that man gay. I mean, you know, something is a little, I don't know, but I ain't gonna say the man gay or whatever, because I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I can say this. It's certain things that men do that they shouldn't do that raise up my antennas. And the same thing happened with Cordell when they was in Aruba. And Portia was telling Cordell how her and Kenya, of course, coincidentally, had gotten into it. And she was saying whatever it is that she was saying. And Cordell was like, oh, you got a husband. You got a husband. I was just like, it sounds so gay. Like, you know, just sound like, it almost sounded like a woman. Like, it was just so womanly, okay? So let me bring it back to Chris. As Kim was talking to him, he said something and he was like, you know, like, he did this under eye look thing. And I was like, you know, I try so hard not to form opinions about people's husbands, because it's like now everybody just wants to make everybody gay. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to make, oh, her husband's gay. Oh, he's gay. Oh, they call him Krista. And da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really here for that. You know what I'm saying? But some of these things that y'all men do, y'all just need to stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he goes into his little rant, you know, talking about how she's jealous and she doesn't have your credentials, and they basically baited you. But who is they? Because Cynthia wasn't saying nothing as usual. She was doing her regular, okay? But he kept saying they baited you and you fell for it. You said they a couple of times. And who the hell is they? Because she ain't really having no issue with nobody. She ain't having no issue with nobody except for Kenya. So anyway, child, he's on his little thing. He was like, oh, now they done got me started. Now I'm mad. And da da da. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I don't really get. I don't. It's rare that I get into confrontations with people anymore. You know what I'm saying? But if I've had a hard day and I want to come home and I want to vent to my husband, or I want to call him and I want to vent to him over the phone, because actually I just had one of those sessions last night and I think I need another one today. Okay. He'll listen. He does not form an opinion. And if he thinks that it's something that I could have done differently, he will let me know that. However, he's not going to take on my anger for whatever the situation is and then go off on a tangent. Because to be honest with you, I think that he only listens because it's me. Other than that, he don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga don't give a fuck about nothing, really. Like, that shit, he was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know, I think he just did a lot in that moment. And as Kim, I would be like, that's a turn off to me. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. And it's the same thing with Peter. I don't like the shit that he do. So we're gonna go ahead and get to him. Okay, so before we get to him, you got Peter and Cynthia. Did they come? Yeah, Peter and Cynthia, they shows up to Greg and Nene's room, because Greg and Nene, they have arrived too, but don't nobody know that they're coming except for Peter and Cynthia. Now, as Greg was walking to the door, I thought that Greg had on the ugliest shirt that I had seen ever before in my life, until he opened the door and I saw Peter's shirt. I'm like, what the fuck where did y'all get this shit from? Greg's shit looked like one of Medea's special. Y'all know Medea be wearing that purple house dress, and it looked like it was shiny or something, child. I don't know. But Peter, I think Peter's shirt had like oranges on it or something. That bitch, no. Oh Lord. Cynthia was giving life as always. I loved everything that Cynthia had on in every scene. At those long dresses, that's my thing. I love me a slaying maxi dress, honey. Yes, I love it. Okay, she was giving me everything. So anyway, they get to the room. They're talking. Cynthia's acting like a child. You know, just happy to have a friend. I don't understand what's going on, because I said in my last video, you bigging up Nene, you doing all this shit, talking about how much you miss y'all friendship, this and that and the other, and I have yet to hear Nene say the same about you. Matter of fact, that motherfucker said, bitch, you was just like Greg. You waited on me. Really? That speaks volumes about y'all friendship. And Cynthia, you just so goddamn hard up for a motherfucking Nene Leakes friendship, so you just letting that shit just go right over your head. That's just so pathetic to me. But anyway, so they're in there and they're talking, and they weren't really talking about nothing. Not at that point. So anyway, they get ready to go ahead and meet out or whatever. So now everybody shows up at this dinner. You know, it was outside. They had a table set up really nice, this and that and the other. And I really believe that everybody was having a genuinely good time, with the exception of Kenya, because that bitch is still in her feelings. As a matter of fact, she didn't even want to go to the dinner. You know, she was like, you know, I think I want to just skip it. And the dude, Matthew, I think Matt, whatever his name is, he was like, you know, we already told him that we was coming, so let's just go ahead and go. So, you know, she didn't give him no pushback on that. She went on ahead, got dressed, and she went or whatever. So while they all sitting down and they talking, here come fucking Peter. Okay, so now he want to know what's the issue between Kim and Kenya. Listen, if there is an issue between Kim and Kenya, let Kim and Kenya figure that shit out, Peter. What the fuck is you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why you can't just shut the fuck up sometime and stop trying to be the one that's always in the middle of some shit. So Kenya basically told him, bitch, I'd rather gouge my motherfucking eyes out with a spoon than to go through this damn story again. You know, she just went to giving all these examples on what she would rather do, aside from talk about this shit again. You know, so Peter was like, oh, but somebody give her a motherfucking match or torture, whatever the fuck he said, some old out of line shit. You know what I'm saying? If that was me, if that was my husband, I'd been kicking that bitch kneecaps off up on that goddamn table. Like, bitch, you don't shut the fuck up, okay? So anyway, Kenya was just like, you know, whatever. So then Nene and Greg, they have to make their grand entrance. So, you know, everybody was like, what the fuck's going on right here? But I can say that I think that some people were genuinely happy to see Nene, and Nene act like she was happy to see them as well. Now, we all know that Nene ain't the best actress, so that's why I can say that she seemed like she was genuinely happy to see them, because it didn't seem like it was forced or whatever. So anyway, they sit down or whatever, and somebody brought up the shit about somebody, Cynthia and that girl being best friends. Child. When I tell you Cynthia froze like, bitch, I wish I could just disappear right now. So anyway, Nene was like, oh, y'all best friends? You know, well, no, first, before all that happened, Kenya left. I forgot what the fuck happened that made Kenya leave. Oh, I think when Nene said that she was going to be in the commercial or whatever, and Kenya was like, okay, well, I'm not really feeling that. I'm not going to do it, or whatever the case may be. She eventually gets up and she leaves or whatever, which I think that she should have stayed, because, honey, when I tell you, they dogged her motherfucking ass out when she left, child. Then they get into the best friend conversation, and she was like, you know, everybody was basically insinuating how that Cynthia and what's her name is best friends or whatever. So here goes Cynthia. No, we are getting to know each other, and this and that and the other. And Phaedra and Portia was like, and motherfucking Sheree was like, bitch, they is best friends, ho, and you is fucking up what the fuck they got going on talking to Nene. I thought that was cute, child. That Sheree is messy as fuck. I kind of like it a little bit, but I just hope she don't become the carrier pigeon for the show. Like, I don't want her to be the Carly Red of the Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, I'm assuming that she's working on trying to get the peach or whatever, but, you know, Sheree, tread lightly on that, because that ain't really you. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they goes with that or whatever, and Cynthia's backpedaling, blah blah blah. So once that's over, let me see. Once that's over, what the fuck happened when they got over? I don't know what the fuck happened. After that, to make a long story short, Sheree went making her rounds from room to room, just letting it be known what was said about each person between Kenya and Cynthia, and then, you know, she had to get a report to Nene, and it looks like they were actually happy to see each other, and basically they said that they respect each other, although they've had quite a few run-ins. They done both read the fuck out each other, although I always said that Sheree is the bitch to give Nene what she looking for, because that bitch ain't gonna back down. She gonna say what the fuck she wanna say, and she got tea on Nene too, because they was once upon a time good girlfriends. Okay, that's when you get your best tea right there. So Nene, you know, you might wanna pull it back a little bit when it comes to Sheree, and she do a little bit. So anyway, I'm trying to hurry up and finish this video because my laptop has let me know that it's about to go dead, and my charger is in my room. So anyway, that was that. And okay, so when Sheree ended up telling Kenya what was said, Kenya basically said, oh no bitch, I'm finna go have to see this bitch because I know damn well she ain't trying to downplay our motherfucking friendship because this whole one came back, which that's exactly what the fuck she did. So in the meantime, Mallory shows up. She surprised Cynthia or whatever. I guess Peter sent for her to come to or whatever. I don't know why she wasn't needed, wasn't even at the dinner, so I don't know what the fuck's going on with that unless she showed up the next day. Anyway, the same time when Mallory got there, that's when Kenya showed up to old girl's room and was like, you know, I need to holler at you real quick. So Cynthia was like, well, Mallory, if Kenya came in here to read me, I'm gonna need you to stick around by the door or whatever. What the fuck you need Mallory to stick around for? Even if Kenya did come to read you, you let the cat out the bag right then to prove to her that you know you did some shit wrong. Because why the fuck do you think your friend would be coming to read you? And what you need Mallory to stick around for? You the one that put this shit into motion, so you need to learn how to stand in your own shit and stop looking for a bitch to come and defend you. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. Kenya basically told Cynthia that she wasn't feeling that shit, and this is where I'm in agreement with Kenya. She gave it to Cynthia straight, no chaser, and I loved it, you know. And that was pretty much that. Child, you had Portia and Phaedra on that beach. Phaedra, bitch, don't you ever in your life put that bathing suit on again with that fat flap that was tucked between them straps on that. And Portia, you ain't shit, because you could have told that motherfucker, bitch, don't you take that wrap off, okay? Anyway, y'all, that's the gist of it. I think I got everything out. I want to go ahead and wrap this up before my shit cut off, and then I'm going to be pissed off because I'm not going to sit here for another 35 minutes. I can't even remember what the fuck it is that I said. So, thank y'all for listening or looking or clicking on the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Until we meet again, y'all. Peace out. Oh, and I am going to try and get some love and hip-hop in, too, because I have been watching, and I do got quite a bit to say. So, I'm going to see what I can give y'all on that in the next day or two. All right, y'all. So, once again, peace out.